Alright, story time. We're gonna talk about how Walmart screwed me over. Okay, guys. Previous job was McDonald's. Current job now is McDonald's because fuck how Walmart treated me. So, I've been working at McDonald's for almost 2 years. Now, coming back, about to fulfill those 2 years. Kind of, because I only worked at Walmart for only a month. That's how long I fucking lasted. A fucking month. Kind of pathetic. But anyways, because, listen, you guys would just need to understand from my point of perspective. My position, I just close the store. I break stuff down, take away dishes, throw away food, have those dishes clean, brought back, sweep and mop, take the food that we have in our fridge, put it in our freezers, and that's it. For my job, at least. The difficult part is when you're by yourself, doing everything by yourself, because two people are supposed to be there. One to throw away the food, bring dishes back, and take away the food out, and the dude that's cleaning the grill. So I don't know if any of my people watch are going to know, like, you know, if they ever done McDonald's fast food before as a job and as a closer, then you guys would know immediately how much load and how much of it is going to like pile on. It kind of stresses you out. Before, yeah, it kind of did stress me out so much, and now I'm just like, I'm like used to it. I'm like calm. It's just like, you know what, yeah, I know I got my shit to do, but it hasn't became difficult as much anymore because I got into that because my coworkers left one by one, so I was just the only dude there doing it. But now I really don't care for it. I literally just like pop in music, just do my thing, jamming, and I know like what to do. Alright, we're doing the grill, throwing a food, we're throwing a food, we're gonna bring the dishes, you know. I got my own groove, I got my own set to it because I just know what the fuck I'm doing, so I'm just like not gonna bitch and complain and get my shit done. Okay, that's what I was gonna do. But it's just like I got really tired of it at some point, and I was dealing with bad fucking management. Not even the managers. It's just like whatever comes to, if the store manager is unhappy, then we're all unhappy. That's how it is. But I'm a positive guy. I like to think I'm a positive guy. I do have my ups and downs like any other people. I try to keep the mood great, trying to, you know, talk to my coworkers whenever we're not busy or have nothing to do besides we're already clean. You know, talk about them, talk about how's their day, how's their day at school, all that good stuff, asking if they're okay, because, you know, I'm a caring person like that. Until I got, I was just, besides working there, I tried to quit, go for work from Wendy's, but it's just like, it ain't no different from here. So and like the people, really, man, when you like, you know, get a little bit comfortable with your coworkers and they start leaving, you're like, damn, I'm gonna miss that motherfucker. But you know, you can, you know, hang out and shit, but it's just like, damn, my man really left me like that. So I applied for Publix, Walmart, literally any of the places that I can. My mom could just take me to work. Yes, 20 years old, no license, working on that next month. Just you wait. So yeah, I got an email saying it was at school. I remember vividly, it was in my English class, and I got so excited. I was tripping dick and balls for this because it's just like, damn, I'm finally moving up and at work for fast food. Listen, I understand the perspective of both a customer and now an employee of 2 different fast food jobs that I work at, and I understand the struggle, but it's just like, Jesus Christ, people need to chill the fuck out with fucking tripping their, oh my god, I swear, even if this goes wrong, it's just like, the thing like with fast food, it could be the same thing like with a restaurant, something could be wrong or whatever, but it's just like, you're not gonna give me the fucking attitude like the piece of shit because you're at a fancy restaurant, you don't want to make a scene, and you're just like, oh no. Like, I don't think I ever went to a restaurant like Ruby Tuesdays, Outback, what is it, Red Lobster, any of the restaurants, I never experienced a bad service. The only time I did, it was because I had to wait for like almost like 30 to almost a fucking hour, and me and my ex-girlfriend was fucking starving. That was like fucking bad, but everything else was just fine. Never had a shitty, you know, food service at a fucking restaurant. But it's just like, what if they did? Are you gonna give them the same attitude? Because it's fucking dumb like that. So anyways, yeah, I was tripping dick on it because it was just like, man, I'm moving up, I'm doing my thing. So I applied at this one store that was just near me, 10-minute drive there and back. Well, that would be 20 minutes because it's just like 10 minutes to get there, 10 minutes to go home, all that good stuff. So anyways, yeah, the position I hired for my store, I really didn't have any, I didn't look for anything specific. I was just like, you know what, these are the positions saying, you know what, I might get into it, and I think I might just, like, do good from, like, for these people at certain departments, because I'm not going to select a shit ton of jobs in the store of, like, yo, I think I could be a fucking pharmacist at the fucking store. Bitch, no the fuck I cannot, man.
MJ,
I'm really
police.
tripping dick on that.
All the demons
So
are incapacitated.
anyways, I was just like, you know, something like with stalker, organizer, you know, something like not simple, but it's just like, you know, like, or yeah, stalker, one of those people, stalker, like stock and ER, like bank, like you're owning stocks like that. I don't know why I'm saying like stalker, but it's like stocks. Pretty sure I'm saying it right, hopefully. Correct me if I'm wrong. I really don't care. So anyways, yeah, they wanted to hire me, the position, they contacted me via my messenger saying like, hey, we have like a interview, like a phone call interview. I'm like, oh, okay, like I didn't, it was kind of weird because, you know, you don't, you know, some jobs, yeah, and some jobs, like, I think this is the only, yeah, this is like the only interviews so far because I did my other two in Burger King and McDonald's in person. Yeah, I never had a interview that's like done over the phone, so it was just like kind of weird, but at the same time, like, we're getting this new day and age with like technology and everything, so, you know, I guess we're just like trying to speed things up with like with hiring process and getting people. So, you know, cool, you know, hopefully that could be done more so in the future, because, you know, some people can't just do interviews like in person because shy, but it's just like, I understand, but, you know, the professionalist is supposed to show you and how responsible you are, and like you're here to take this job and you want to prove it by your being here, yada yada yada. So anyways, did my interview, and it was just for a temporary position. They were explaining to me that I'm gonna be working in two teams of this remodeling team that's happening that's inside of the store. So there's gonna be like this one first group of people who are doing the remodeling to like whatever time, and then my team, which I was a part of, it was gonna be like 6 o'clock in the morning all the way to 3 p.m. and the pay was like 13 an hour. I'm like, wow, because Walker Fast Food did not fucking, ooh, the amounts of hours, oh man, guys, I'm a hard worker, I'll just tell you that. Everybody is. That's what I'm like. So let's keep it very simple. Yeah, so I got pretty excited, told my mom, told my sister, I was really happy and everything. During that interview, they gave me like the time of like the orientation and everything, and then sent me emails, blah blah blah, with like drug tests, alcohol, you know, files of like what they expect, and we have the right to work here, yada yada yada, all that good stuff. So, you know, day of the orientation came. We were hired, like, I was so confused because, you know, first time getting hired at Walmart. So we had our orientation, and I did not know, once like you're in the orientation, like for me, I was in the orientation and it was just me and 3 other people, and we were all hired on that same day. The guy that contacted the hiring manager contacted the same guy who did the interview, contacted everybody else, gave us a tour to everything, and gave us, you know, our positions, our temporary positions, kind of, and like, you know, gave us our hours and everything, explained, you know, the rules, yada yada yada, and all that. So, you know, I meet a cool friend. My gosh, I have him on Discord. Love you, man. Love you so much. Fernando, if you're watching this video, my man, I fuck with you so heavily, man. Oh, man, he was like, oh, I'm so glad. Like, this man is like, I'm telling you guys, like, those co-workers, and it's just like, man, me and him have so much in common with video games and anime, and just like, man, he's really such a good kid. Like, man, just the boys, and he introduced me to his other friends, and then a common mutual friend that we both have. He was like what, a year above me, so no, a year grade ahead of me. So I think, yeah, he graduated before me, so we knew, and we, yeah, all that good stuff. Telling you, Fernando, that guy, whew, love that man to death. We were both there. We were just chilling. We were just talking about life and all stuff. I just like immediately, like, he was saying something. I think I remember vividly. Like, he was saying something. Oh yeah, I remembered. I fucking remember. We were right next to each other in the computers, like setting up like our whole account and like, you know, baking information and type in all that good stuff. All that shit, and then like we were next to each other, and I had my Jujutsu Kaisen book bag, and he made a comment about that, and it was so great from there, man. It was so fucking great. So for our temporary positions, they want us to do multiple jobs from like different departments, sort of. So just to give us, so he explained, the hiring manager explained to us that the certain dates, so I think it was somewhere in May, and then the orientation, yeah, happened in that same month, and then he, the hiring manager was telling in the remodeling process, like it'll start somewhere in like later June, something like that, and then at the orientation they changed it to like some July 4th, all that good stuff. Like they kept changing up like when the remodeling is gonna happen. So from there till now, they want us to, like, you know, train us, get used to like the environment and what they do and what the procedures are, and everything. So you know that's fine and everything, nothing wrong with that. But you know, until then and now, they want us like to train. So what I was doing, oh yeah, I had to go to school on my first day going, so you know, I let them know ahead of time. And it will, what I love about Walmart are just two simple things, or three simple things. One, you can literally log in within your phone, and you can be up to you can clock in 10 minutes early and clock in 10 minutes late. I love that. You can start your meal breaks and end your shift on your phone. It's like so great. That's one thing I love about it. Two, I love, and it's all to do with the phone. But it's just like with breaks are like divided so weirdly. So every 2 hours you get a 15-minute break, but you gotta let your people know, and then you get, and every 2 hours after that will be your hour lunch, but you can take 30 minutes, which I got accustomed to. But I thought we usually just take, you know, 30 minutes, because I thought it was just like a normal thing. But like an hour, like, wow, that's pretty cool. But you know, I kind of want more money. And 3 is just every Friday they bring food, drinks, and everything throughout all the employees. I like that. Like every Friday they do that. And yeah, those are possibly just only those things that I like about it. And the things that you could do with your phone, besides clocking in and out, starting your meal breaks, you can also request time off. And there is these things like you can request them, talk to your manager or your department manager, whatever, to get that approved and everything. There's these things called like protective overtime and everything that you can use. Like, let's say you're sick for 1 week and you have like 3 hours of protective time, you can just use that to cover up your, you know, one of your shifts that you didn't go in or had to call out to. You know, it can still be protective. And yeah, but they're really strict on just being like, you know, on time, because you'll get like these points, and it's kind of retarded in my opinion. Because listen, like, I feel like it's more professional if like I get it, like I'm a little late, but like I feel like it's much more better if you just call the people ahead of time, and it's just like, oh yeah, we like everybody understands, understands, like it's important to be on your job on time, but it's also more so responsible to call and let them know what's happening or why you're going to be late. You know, I'd rather, you know, have it to be like that instead of soft pity, like, oh, you arrived here on time, and yeah, you're getting a point for that. Like, you know, if they throw a fit saying, oh, why didn't you call ahead, you know, they probably might use that type of excuse. So I feel like it should be normalized, and I made such a big deal, a bigger deal than what it needs to be, Again, I understand the professionalism behind that, and when it needs to be on time or even early, makes you look like a good employee, and you know, it can help you get into better career password decisions or promotions and all that stuff from the proof of your attendance and everything. So yeah, that's what I like about it. So first day, it was, I think it was supposed to be on a Friday. Yeah, it was on a Friday because it was the last day of my senior year. Yes, it was that really not too long ago. So first day, first 2 to 3 days, I was just on the computer learning the different departments of what they use and the tools and everything that they use to get through on without that. And then after that, that's when I had up with my man Fernando. We were just talking, we were chilling, and then we were doing OJP. We just people order online and then gets sent through us. We'll have these totes basket things, looking things, put the items that they have for a specific person, whatever. We did that. We did a bit of stocking. We did of truck unloading. We did that together, and we also did cart pushing, and we also did returns and everything. And we've been doing that for like a month, for almost a month now. Well, for him almost. For me, it's been a month. So I'm pretty sure yeah, I don't want to, yeah, it's a month. It's been 15 to 16-ish weeks, so I'll say like a month and a half for me that I've been there a little bit longer. But like for a 1 month, like, oof, we were doing that, and it was just great. And yeah, when time got closer to, you know, July 4th and everything, me and Fernando, one day we were in our shifts, and then we got called like over the intercom about that. We sat down with the hiring manager and his associate and everything, and they were telling us like, oh hey, they like us, everybody likes us, they want to keep us around. They were telling they don't need us, the second team, no more with this remodeling, and they already got like, you know, their first team on and everything, so they offered this position. So I want to say this right now, like, working between that time period, I met a lot of good people. They say like, oh, I was also, when I was getting to know the rest of my coworkers, I was also explaining my thing of like, oh, why am I here, what's my position, what I'm doing for now, and they were telling and suggesting like, hey, once you're done with the whole remodeling thing, you can like come work with us because we need people in our department for this and this and this, you know, that's cool or whatever. So when they confronted us about, hey, they don't need us no more, but they want us to say the only position that they offer us, oh, you know, it was so funny because before that day, and I took water. Before that day, we were offered a cart pushing position from one of the team leagues or one of our top associates or whatever of that department. Like, hey, they know about us with remodeling and everything, and if they want us to do, you know, cart shopping once, or cart pushing once that's like, oh, once our temporary job is done and wants to stay, here's the position that, you know, they want us, like, if we were interested in taking that position. Me and Fernando, we were like deadlocked looking at each other, and then we both answered like, nah, because it's not really our thing, because when we did it for a little bit, it was just bad, because cart pushing, you gotta stack a bunch of cards, put in there, but it's just like, you have to do that like all day, and me living in Florida, yeah, fuck that shit, so I didn't want to do it. And you know, I think like that I had a good feeling that day. Like I feel like it was kind of foreshadowing like this exact moment. So when they told us, alright, the only position that they need for us for right now is the card pushing, Fernando, my boy Fernando, he couldn't do that because the schedules would be flipped different, because the schedules that they gave us, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. was just made up by them. They only have 3 shifts, and it would be like 2 to 11, and it's just like, I could do it, he couldn't because of his college, which is understandable and respectful. They should, like, you know, they should have to like respect people's education, or else it's gonna make you look kind of like an asshole. So you know what, I told him, hey, it's fine, I'll be good, you know, you gotta do your thing, you gotta, you know, do all that, and I understand. And he wants to be a really good graphic art designer, and I'm like hoping he keeps going like with that shit and everything. really down to earth guy, love him to death. Yeah, and I think, yeah, and I took this position because that's all they have for us right now. It's either this or we're out. I blindly took it because one, I can't afford to because bills and everything. And it's just like I felt pretty salty that day because I know like there are multiple positions and people need me for those positions. I talked to the coworkers, they say, hey, maybe you can come work here. Like I've been asked that from like 3 or 4 different positions, and it's just like wow. And yeah, that was it. It was foreshadowing. And then when I got to, you know, that day, I was closing by myself, and the guy, I think the guy either called out that was supposed to close with me, he either called out or he had his day off. It was bad because I did everything by myself. I had someone taught me how to do it and everything. God bless you, Aaron and Chris, for fucking teaching me this bullshit. It was just so bad because I was stressing out so bad, and there was so much carts everywhere that I didn't even have a chance to get because I'm just one guy, and the parking lot was so big because there's 2 sides that you need to fill the carts at. It's in the H&R, or health and beauty, H&B, health and beauty, and the other side is the food, and you have to make 3 fucking long ass lanes of 24 carts from each side to it was just so stressful. It was so bad, and that was on Monday. First day was bad. Second day, Tuesday, went to McDonald's and asked for my old job back because fuck this. And it pissed me off even more because Monday, that day, my first day doing that, I asked the hiring manager if like, hey, can I switch a different position anytime soon? And he was telling me like, yeah, we could do that, but it's gonna take some time. Never really giving me a specific amount of time that between how long I'm gonna be doing this for until I get other positions. And then I fucking got my job back on Tuesday, so I was already gonna like be, hey, I'm putting in my 2 fucking weeks. Told all the cart pushing employees that worked like later, like the shifts are different a little bit because once I clock in at 2, they only have like 2 more hours to work and then they're off, you know, schedules are done really weirdly at Walmart, but yeah, I was telling my current employees that, and then when I go in for my lunch break and everything, all my employees that I work with in different departments were asking me, hey, what are you doing now? I'm like telling them this and this, and they were telling me, wait, that they were literally telling straight up to my face, and like, that's funny because we actually do need people for this position. And it's just like I turned my head and I was just like, wow, right? And then, you know, when word got around, because I forgot to tell, I was going to tell the hiring manager at the end of the week that I am going to put in my 2 weeks because fuck that shit. I was gonna wait until then, but you know, rumors spread because I guess one of the car employees or my coworkers that I was telling, one in different departments was telling other people that I'm leaving, you know, all that stuff because, hey, it's only been a month and a half for me, and I became, you know, I like the guy for a majority of the people. I have my ways, but yeah, it was, yeah. And then once he heard about it, he called to me about it one day when I was clocking in, and he was like, so I heard a little rumor about you quitting, is that right? I was like, yeah, I just didn't have time or blah blah blah, or I didn't have fucking, like, I was bullshitting a little bit because I didn't know if I didn't have time, or just like I just kept forgetting. So he looked to me straight in my fucking face and say, hey, do you want to switch to a position inside? And I looked at him. I turned my head a bit. I turned my head sideways a little bit. I was just like, no, I'm good. Thank you, though. Because for fucking 3 weeks, dude, I almost passed out 3 fucking times. I have not, oh my gosh, I was sweating so bad. I almost had a heat stroke, and I had to keep going back and forth again. I was drinking so much water in my life on that point, because god damn, it was so ridiculous. The heat is something that, especially in Florida, is nothing to joke about. And when it rains, one of the, oh my gosh, I was about to quit on my last week because my feet, my shoes were getting broken from doing this, and it was causing tears and rips, and my feet got so soaked, like my foot, my socks, and everything. I felt so miserable, but I picked myself back up and like kept going and bought myself more shoes, because every day doing this, it would be hell. I cannot. And making that position, cart pushing 2 to 11, that hot ass sun for $12 fucking dollars, I was like, dude, that Monday night, I was just like, bro, fuck this, I'm going back, because at least McDonald's was not that bad. But in the gorging heat, and keep in mind, to do the position by yourself, struggling, and having people from different departments help you make lines to put the carts into the inside the store is fucking difficult. It is so annoying, and doing that every day as your job, that's shitty. Like, I'm trying to reap the benefits, but it's just like, dude, I can't enjoy the benefits if I can't enjoy a decently remote, decent job or whatever. And yeah, and I quit that bitch. I told everybody, like, you know, this is my last day. I got a few contacts with them. Man, great, made so many new cool friends. It is so a shame that I had to leave because of that bullshit. And oh my gosh, and for one manager, oh my gosh, there was 2 fucking managers I didn't like. One, what's his name? Oh my gosh, I literally forgot his name. But I hate this man. Okay, I don't hate this man, but I hated his guts, because oh my gosh, I call him from my I forgot his name, but I referenced him from a different manager, call him Douchey Daniel, or Daniel the Douche. Guy gives me that same vibe. He was, dude, like, I don't know why, I feel like I have a good read on people. When I looked at that man, fucking tall, white, has a bunch of tattoos, thinks he's the shit. Okay, I don't, there are good managers there that don't give off, oh, I have a big fucking dick. How so? No, not how so. I have a big fucking dick. Now come suck on it, because I'm your fucking boss. Suck my dick. Literally giving me big dick, egotistical douchebag vibes. The first time I met him and heard his voice, and I'm like, dude, that's gonna be the fucker who's gonna fuck with me for no reason and think he can toss my asshole around. Okay, it doesn't take long for me at least to get a good read in people, and just like to make sure to stay on good terms and make sure to avoid them, you know, because, you know, sometimes in this world you meet people and sometimes they'll show your true colors, and they can just like be really good or really bad. So you gotta be careful. Always you know, do your dick ball punching training around, killing men, beating up burgled women who are just robbing your houses or some shit. Punch someone in the face because they try to say hello but you thought it was an empty threat or whatever. All that good stuff. But yeah, hated him with all my fucking guts, and he fucking made some of the days way harder with this huge expectation of like, oh, you gotta make sure to make all these lines, and it's just like, bro, I'm the only dude out here, so ooh, I wanted to, oh my gosh, you know, and I wish I would have done it before I left. I know what kind of car he drives, I know what color it is, and I know the exact parking spot. Every time I like when I know he's there because of his car, I always kept thinking about I should scratch his fucking car. Oof, 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 so bad. He was just the most over the top asshole. And oh man, I was like, should I scratch his car or just fucking pop his tire? Just like fuck him because he was an asshole. But yeah, did that, and now I'm back at fast food, and I'm kind of enjoying it. Got a better pay, new management, all good stuff. So I might stick around a little bit, try to see more opportunity. Still, gotta do better. Gotta put myself first. All that good stuff. So yeah, that's my story about how Walmart fucked me over. And I guess I should have known that from hindsight because my manager at McDonald's, who still works there, God, I love her so much. She was telling me, "Are you sure you should like, am I sure if I wanna, go work for Walmart?" She heard bad stories, bad experiences from her friends that work there, and I fucking kicked the bottle in the fucking face. Hell yeah, I'm awesome. So, but excuse me. Yeah, and I was just like, I just didn't care at that point because I just didn't want to work fast food anymore. And now again, some things are just opening my eye. It really brings the eye turner in me. Once I think some things are good, and then when it goes bad, it's just like, I guess McDonald's isn't so bad. Let's go back. And hopefully I don't make the same mistake for my next job that I might potentially get, and whatever future that, the universe has for me. All that good stuff. Remember, don't be ashamed because you work in fast food. People can't be an astronaut, Johnny Sins, or the president, all that good stuff, Just keep the money where it's at, do your thing, grind hard, make sure to flex some bread, don't get no bitches, just like our man, Top G over here, inspire you, go be a man, all that good stuff, or go be a wolf man there. So yeah, guys, that's my little story time. Yeah.